This is a special edition on Shaw TV, and fortunately, I couldn't be the host today as I usually am on Go. I am Doug Roxburgh, and joining with me is a couple of fine gentlemen that I went on a trip with, and so that's why I can't be the host for this program. That's why I'm throwing things over to the lovely Megan McKenny, who is a former radio host and current member of the Catholic District School Board. So Megan, take it away.
Okay, if you can't do it, I've got your back. I've got this. So what do you do when you take three guys and you send them to WrestleMania and they come back with a Mustang from The Price is Right? Well, you put them on a couch and you ask them a bunch of questions. So we'll start with Tyran. You are the big winner. Why The Price is Right? Why did you want to go in the first place?
We happened to be down in the California, LA area, and it was always a dream of mine to go on The Price is Right, attend a taping. I literally made a bucket list when I was 18, and that was on the list. So the opportunity was there. It's pretty easy to get tickets. And then things got out of control after that.
Actual retail price is $1,174. Tyran. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Nice to see you.
Awesome, thank you.
So you're the Canadian Plinko champion, are you?
1987, it was a tough 6
That was a tough game back in '80.
Tyran's going to be really modest about this. He's going to say that it was really lucky and one thing led to another. But the reality is, to me, this was a coronation. To me, there was no question that Tyran was going to win it. When we walked in there that day, it was an incredible performance on his behalf. And you know what? We're 1987 Canadian Plinko champions for a reason.
Also brings up a great point. These t-shirts, I'm not saying you guys don't look great. I'm pretty sure some of you may not have been born in '87 or old enough to make a t-shirt. So where did the t-shirts come from?
Again, doing research and watching Price is Right, you need to have a funky shirt to get noticed and stand out, and playing up the Canadian thing always works. So we were kind of brainstorming through emails, and a couple Photoshop swipes later, and $8 t-shirts online were born. So they worked.
Now listen, what usually happens on Price is Right is that you wear your favorite shirt with your favorite game, and you never get to play that game. So we're not going to play Plinko right now. Sorry, don't tune away, because we have another great game. George?
Okay, the research that goes into The Price is Right. Who did the most research?
It had to have been Tyran. Tyran bought the tickets, said, we're going to Los Angeles, and then told us how to act in line, so we got chosen.
Then I'm glad it was you that was actually chosen. So who had to do what? What were the roles? What was the planning part of this?
Basically, everything that's said online was be a little crazy, but not over the top. So you just gotta have to stand out from the rest of your character, and then get at least called on down.
See, I think we had a gimmick, though, going in, because we were doing the yes chant pretty much the entire 3 hours through that audition process.
Okay, if you're not a 30-year-old adult male who watched WrestleMania as a child, the yes chant's some kind of wrestling thing I don't understand.
We'll hold on to it. We'll hold on to it.
I learned
We'll cut
a little.
to that clip right now.
Hey, Tyran, you're on the way to the showcase, buddy. Canadian Plinko camp is going to the showcase. Hey, we'll be back with more show. Don't worry.
It was an incredible day, and we're just so happy that Tyran was able to come through. And a shout out to my brother Luke Hardiman, who also has a real life. He's back in Halifax working right now and can't be part of this episode. Yeah. But it was an incredible run. And but the part that you're not getting to, Megan, I know you don't want to embarrass Tyran. He's a local councillor and a prominent member of our community. Is, let's face it, he knows the price of a woman's purse and shoes.
That's why he's the married one on the panel.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's run down the line here. Let's start with Adam. Your highlight of the taping, what was your favorite moment during it?
Well, we'll talk about what we can share on community television here in Fort McMurray, but obviously Tyran winning was incredible. It was such an incredible moment. We knew once he got up there, he's a pretty smart guy. If you could get him up there, he'd do all right. And I think one of the biggest challenges we honestly had in trying to help him from the crowd and get the crowd into it and get him going is we know Canadian prices. So you're sitting there knowing, okay, what we normally, and we know Fort McMurray prices too. So you're trying to balance it. I'm Canadian, I'm in Fort McMurray, I'm in Wood Buffalo, but yet here we are on an American show and it's American retail, and God knows we didn't check the state of the dollar that day.
Tyran, ready?
Let's do it.
Start covering up the American flag. 2, 9, 0, or 6. 9, 6, 3, 9, or 5. 5, 7, 9, 5, 6, or 4. 4, 4, 5, 0, 8, 3, or 9.
You never know when you're in Los Angeles for 24 hours and you're able to win the Price is Right. You're not expecting that, so it obviously added to such a well-rested day.
And I'll just branch on what Adam said. Tyran winning, obviously the highlight, but I think the anticipation of getting to the showcase was more of a highlight for me. So when he lost getting the Jeep Patriot, we were devastated. We were like, you know what? We got onto the Price is Right, and then he bombed.
4, 5, 0, 8, or 3. 26,350. Tyran, good luck. So you might win it on this one round. Like, who knows now? Is he right? There's a lot of negative Nellies in the crowd. No. You guys should be sitting in the back of a courtroom somewhere. No. Guilty. How many numbers does he have right? Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Second round knockout. Tyran, I'm so sorry, buddy. Well, guess what? You got those accessories around, the Price is Right. You get the spin the wheel.
That's awesome.
It's all good, brother.
And the redemption part of when he won the wheel. When you won the wheel, we're like, this is it. This is the moment. This show was made for Tyran. They picked him. They wanted him there. They want him to win. And then he exceeded their expectations and ended up pulling it out. So, I mean, I think the anticipation getting there, so I would say the wheel for me was the big moment for my proud moment of Tyran there.
Do you have one particular highlight, Tyran?
The whole thing is a blur. It's like watching it back on TV was so many little memories, but spinning the wheel was definitely the coolest part. It's the one kind of constant throughout this show for the 30, 40 years that it's been on. That wheel has always been there. So just getting to grip the handles and get a little oomph into it, and it was pretty cool. And of course, obviously winning and losing all self-control and hopping around like a madman was pretty fun too. But
don't forget, you put the shout out to Fort McMurray too as well.
Got to be a good politician.
Let's spin the wheel today. Send somebody to the showcase. Tyran, go ahead. First wheel spin of the day. Very exciting time. Who do you want to say hello to?
Say hi to my wife, Callie, my family back home, and everyone in beautiful Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada.
Hi, everybody in Alberta. Alberta to be there. Down my hair, then to climb up the ladder of love. 15. One more spin. One more spin. 85 or less. 70 would be great. 85 total, right over there, buddy. Good luck. Got to beat an 85, Jessica. Good luck.
Okay, you mentioned the jumping around at the end. If this was on your bucket list since you were before 18, you had to have thought about winning. Was that the same jump that you thought when you were an 18-year-old?
Honestly, I don't remember a lot from what happened, but I remember instantly I figured out in my head when he said her number that she was over, and you go crazy. Like, you watch the show and people are jumping around, you're like, well, these are lunatics on this show, but you really you get caught up in the moment. And I looked over at the producer and he said, run to the car, and so that's where I took off to, bypassed everybody on the way, and then celebrated these guys.
Tyran, let's start with you. At $35,000. Actual retail price. $46,631. Difference of I told you it was a nice Mustang. $11,631. Brooke, you've had $25,000. Her mother won 2 showcases, double showcases 20 years ago. Let's find out what you're going to do. Actual retail price. $23,960. You were over. But guess what? Catch yourself a brand new Mustang and a trip to Hawaii. Not bad. Good showcase. $47,805 to the prizes. Good comeback for the Canadian.
So what's your advice to if you find another group of 3 buddies that decide they want to go down to The Price is Right? What's your main piece of advice to them?
I'd say do your research. There's a lot of information online in terms of how to get on. Watch a PVR a couple of episodes beforehand so you get associated with the prizing, and just have fun. They're looking for people who are real and have out there to be energetic and look good on TV. So you don't want to be down on yourself or beaten down by the long wait. Just go and have fun, I think, and the rest will take care of itself.
Do you regret at all not walking through an American grocery store and just looking?
I wish I looked at American car prices.
Doug, you're generally the host of this show, working with Craig. I cannot do this if I don't mock you just a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
Did you want a high five? Does that work for you on The Price is Right?
Can
Do
I
you
redeem
find that
myself?
your embarrassing moment?
I'd prefer to redeem myself. Can we do that?
Well, then you got to get one of the guys then.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, there we go. We got the redemption.
That's a famous
They- Actually, the very first person that gets called up and then total rejection. And I was like, well, this is the way this is going to go. Okay. All right.
Was that your first high five with Adam since that attempted high five?
I have actually refused to high five ever since The Price is Right. I've had nightmares. It's haunted me, and unfortunately, it's played a role in my zen. So I've been trying to redeem myself, and thank you, Adam, for the total redemption there.
I can't believe you all made it home. But Tyran, congratulations, an incredible run. Do you have the Mustang? Are you on your way to Hawaii now?
You actually don't get the cars when you're a Canadian citizen, so I'm still waiting to hear back from on them and how the payout works and when we can book the trip. But we did get the shoes and purses, so again, my wife is very happy.
So Callie won The Price is Right.
Pretty much at this
Okay,
point. Yeah.
sounds good. Anything else any of you would like to add?
Congratulations, Tyran. It was an incredible experience all around. I have to throw it out to Fort McMurray, though. What do they want us to do next? Is it Family Feud? I think we might have to get creative in how we get there if it's Family Feud, but that's the show that everyone's been telling me they want to play, so maybe that's next. We'll see what happens.
Fort McMurray Celebrity Family Feud?
Yes.
I believe that's coming up next on Shaw.
Maybe that's the next community event that we do, and maybe we do it right here on Shaw TV.
Maybe we do.
I like this.
Okay, well, it's been a great blast for the past for me for hosting, but I'm going to turn this one back to Doug.
Well, honest, thank you, Tyran, for being here. Thank you for doing this. Adam, likewise. It's nice to get a bunch of individuals together that have been on The Price is Right, especially one that's won the showcase, and that's rare for this city. I'd say it's never been done.
I don't know.
We don't know the answer to
heard
that.
from anybody
We don't
else.
know the answer. We know other people have been on The Price is Right, but we think this is the first winner of The Price is Right. So, Tyran, congratulations once again. You're watching Shaw TV.
This is George Gray speaking for The Price is Right, a Fremantle Media production.